Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9and10sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com. Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695. Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another edition of High School Basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9and10sports.com, powered by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. You're looking live at Clarion Limestone Gymnasium as the neighborhood rivalry renews itself for the second time this year. Clarion versus Clarion Limestone, again brought to you by the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg. The Allegheny Grill, where you come for the food and you stay for the view, now doing brunch on Sundays. I'm Chris Rossetti. I'm alongside the coach, Jess Quinn. And Jess, you've been a part of this game for a long time, whether as a player or a coach. It doesn't get any better than this.
It really doesn't, Chris. You know, looking earlier in the season when Clarion Limestone came in to Clarion, and Clarion really had the run in the first half. And, you know, Clarion Limestone came out. They really ran. They ran hard. They ran fast. They played an up-tempo pace. You know, in Clarion, they ended up giving up the lead and ended up losing that game. So, bit of a situation where the Clarion Bobcats want to come in tonight. They want to set the tone early and get some revenge after that first game.
It should make for an interesting basketball game, as you mentioned before. They met once before here, and with Clarion not able to defend that home court. That was about 3 weeks ago or so, maybe
Yes.
a month ago or so, that game. And now an opportunity for Clarion to maybe get back at CL. The Lions come in, though. They're 15-1. Clarion comes in at 12-5. CL double A, Clarion single A. But the Lions maybe a little better than people might have expected coming into this year.
I think they are. I think they've really gelled as a team, Chris. In that first matchup that I saw, you know, a lot of guys, Riley Klingensmith, Jace Ferguson, Tommy Smith, Jack Callan, just kept coming at you. And they really gelled as a unit, as a team, and played great team basketball. And they're sitting at 15-1. Now Clarion, you know, sitting at 12-5. Has been in a lot of close games. They've had some leads at the half and couldn't hang on. So I think that's something that Coach Scott Fox needs to remedy as they head toward the playoffs.
Both teams coming off of victories. Clarion defeated North Clarion 70-48 on Saturday after a close one, 62-58 over Union on Friday. On Friday night right here, it was Red Bank Valley 62. It was Clarion Limestone 62, Red Bank Valley 41. We'll kind of get into breaking down the players to watch in this game after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com.
Buying, selling, or building a home? Then call Burford and Henry Real Estate today at 814-227-7355. For more than 15 years, Burford and Henry Real Estate Realtors have been ready to help you in your next property search. They are also the #1 agency selling more homes in the region than anyone else. And with their Showcase Homes divisions, their expert consultants can help you with building the home of your dreams. Check out Burford and Henry online at burfordandhenry.com. Burford and Henry Real Estate Services, something different.
Friends of Clarion area boys basketball want to wish the Bobcats good luck in today's game. We know the hard work and dedication you have put into making yourselves the best basketball players around, and know that we are here to support you. Go Cats!
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Clarion Limestone High School, we're inside the Freedom Investment Management pregame show. For all your financial needs, go to freedomwealthcoach.com. It's the Rehab Center broadcast booth. Chiropractic Caring for Health, therehabcenters.com. Old English spelling, RES.com. Locations in Clarion, Brooksville, Katanning, among their 8. Game stream brought to you by the Computer Guru of Leaper, thecomputerguru.net. Drive to the game by the Warren Tire Center, warrentirecenter.com. Time to take a look at some of our key players, brought to you by Oil City Crates. Your product, our protection, oilcitycrates.com. For Clarion, they're led by Devin Lauer at 17.9 points a game. Gabe Simcoe checks in at 12.6. Dawson Smale at 10.9. Clarion Limestone, also 3 guys in double digits, led by Jordan Hesden, 14.6. Riley Klingensmith, 13.3. Jace Ferguson at 10.5. And then Tommy Smith also scoring 8.9 points a game. Jess, you're really familiar with all the players on both of these teams. Break it down for us in the coach's chalkboard, brought to you by All-American Awards and Engraving. All-American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com.
I'll tell you what, Chris, looking at, the keys to this game, and I base this on what I've seen as these players have played not only this season, but all the way through. Look at the first game. And in the paint, Clarion, they went inside. They went Gabe Simcoe every time. CL didn't have an answer for him. When they doubled him, they put Jack Callan in the game. They tried to double him. It opened up Devin Lauer, Bryce Brinkley on the outside, and then they were able to build a double-digit halftime lead. Well, then they came out in the second half. They went away from the inside game. CL picked up their pressure. They really pushed the pace and used their athleticism, and Clarion didn't know what to do. They couldn't handle that, the pressure, the speed of the game. So I am looking at the athletes on both sides of the ball. You want to talk about Derek and Dawson Smale, incredible athletes. Tommy Smith, Jace Ferguson. Then you want to talk about the shooters, Chris, the basketball players. You want to talk about Riley Klingensmith for CL and Devin Lauer for Clarion. Then you want to talk about those players that will do anything to help you win. That's Bryce Brinkley, very, very unselfish for the Clarion area Bobcats. You look at the bench, guys coming off the bench. You look at Jack Callan coming off the bench. You look at Rankin coming off the bench. Painter coming off the bench for CL. They just keep coming at you wave after wave after wave. Very similar styles of play, very similar athletes. So I think this one's going to be very, very exciting.
Absolutely, Jess. We got a few more sponsors that we need to thank. When we come back, it'll be almost game time. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Back here at Clarion Limestone High School, just about a minute away from all of the official pregame festivities. Jess, as a player, when you played for CL and you were getting ready for this game, what's going through your mind right about now?
Intensity. You look at the athletes, it didn't matter what sport it was, it didn't matter, but you come down and you want to beat your backyard rival. And it's as simple as that. You come out, you want to play hard and everything, but it comes down to intensity. Who wants it more, Chris?
Time for our national anthem here. Now time to build our starting lineups, brought to you by Delta Contractors. Delta Contractors and Design offer residential and commercial construction services you can trust. For a free estimate, call 814-764-5506. Check them out online at delcodesign.com. Delta Contractors and Designs, where quality is built in. So the Delta Contracting and Design starting lineup will start with the Bobcats of Clarion. They're going to start Devin Lauer, Dawson Smale, Bryce Brinkley, Gabe Simcoe, and
Derek Smale, I believe.
Derek Smale. CL will go with Jace Ferguson, Jordan Hesden, Ty Rankin, and it looks like Riley Klingensmith.
And now the starting lineup for your Clarion Lions. The Lions are going to go ahead with James Ferguson.
Well, actually, Rankin's not in the starting lineup. I take that back for CO. Yes, can you see who the middle guy is there?
I think it's Alex Painter.
That would make sense. Yeah, that would make sense. Alex Painter.
Yes.
So
number
again,
12,
no
Alex
Delta
Painter.
contracting lineup for Clarion. Devin Lauer, Dawson Smale, Bryce Brinkley, Gabe Simcoe, and Derek Smale. And for CL, Jace Ferguson, Jordan Heston, Alex Painter, Riley Klingensmith, and Tommy Smith. Jace, you were talking about wanting to beat your rival. Is it become less or more of wanting to do that now that they play football together?
You know what? That's really hard to answer because really you got Dawson Smale for Clarion, and then you have Tommy Smith and Jace Ferguson are the only three that really play football together. I don't think you see much talking back and forth because they are teammates in the fall. I think that there's a general respect there between those players. But I tell you what, it's a pretty fierce rivalry for those who don't play on the same team in the fall.
So getting ready here for the first quarter. First quarter brought to you by Home and Specialty Realty. Home and Specialty Roofing. Home and Specialty Roofing in Oil City. So CL will win the tip. Jace Ferguson will set up the offense for the Lions. Gets it over to Klingensmith, back to Ferguson. Now into the hands of Painter. Painter double team, gets it back to Ferguson. Now back to Painter. Painter gets it to Ferguson. Ferguson three-pointer on the way. That's Jace Ferguson with the Burford and Henry Realty three-pointer.
And right away, Clarion Limestone goes with the full court man-to-man, trying to pressure Devin Lauer with the basketball.
In the corner is Lauer. Dribbles on, gives it to Smale. Smale's going to try to answer the three. No good. Rebounded by Lauer. His putback, no good. Rebounded, taken away by Derek Smale. And then getting in on the ground there was Jace Ferguson to steal it away from Derek Smale.
And that's what I'm talking about, Chris. There are a lot of times where, that's just grittiness. That's somebody that wanted the ball more, and Jace went down on the floor and got it.
Painter with the basketball, gives it off to Ferguson. Looks things over. Now with Painter. Painter back to Jace Ferguson. Ferguson over to Klingensmith. Klingensmith jumper, no good. Rebound by Dawson Smale. He gives it to Derek, and then it's knocked out of Derek's hands by Hesden, but it'll remain Clarion basketball, and now CL goes into a full court press out of this inbound situation for the Bobcats.
Now they're looking to trap. And that's exactly what you want if you're Clarion Limestone. You want Derek Smale handling the ball as much as you can. Get it out of Devin's hands, get it out of Bryce Brinkley's hands. Clarion retains possession of that ball.
Lauer, three-pointer from the corner, no good. Rebounded by Painter. He pushes the basketball up, now gives it off to Ferguson. Ferguson, three-pointer in the air, no good, in and out, rebounded by Simcoe. Lauer with it. Lauer dishes it back to Smale, now to Derek Smale, now to Brinkley. Bryce Brinkley looks things over, gives it off to Derek Smale, or Dawson Smale.
He's being hounded right now by Hesden.
Hands off to Lauer. Lauer, little floater, no good. Rebound on the ground. Here's Hesden, he looks ahead, he's got Klingensmith. Klingensmith lays it up and in.
And I tell you what, that's what, whoa, Chris, we got a baseball pass from one Smale to the other.
And Derek finishes on that end.
Boy, I was heads up by Dawson. He got the ball and whipped it because Derek hadn't made it up the court yet, and Clarion Limestone was beating up the floor that time.
Ferguson thinks about the three, doesn't take it. Here's Painter. Painter's going to take the three. I think it was no good either way, but there's Klingensmith with the offensive rebound. Gives it to Jace Ferguson. Oh, nice pass to Hesden. Lays it up, no good. Rebounded by Derek Smale.
Kicks it out to Dawson. I tell you what, Clarion needs to slow this ball down, work it inside to Gabe Simcoe. CL really didn't have an answer for him last time.
Lauer will set things up here. A little over 3 minutes into the Home and Specialty Roofing first quarter. Three-pointer on the way by Lauer. No good. Rebounded by Gabe Simcoe. Put back. No good. Rebound there by Tommy Smith.
And what does CL want to do? They want to push this pace. Look how quickly they're up the floor, Chris.
Painter jumper on the way. No good. Rebounded by Dawson Smale.
And it's something that Clarion couldn't handle that last time they played. So CL wanted to push the pace.
Jumper by Simcoe. No good. Rebounded by Painter.
We are up and down the floor here, aren't we, Chris?
Here comes the Bobcat, the Lions. Klingensmith with another Burford and Henry Realty three-pointer for CL. They lead 8-2.
And I'm telling you, they don't have the ball that for very long in each possession, and they're firing the ball up.
Lauer now at the three. He buries a Burford and Henry triple.
And you can't let that young man open. He's gonna hurt you every time if he's open, Chris.
The shots are raining down, Jeff.
Yeah, this is a fast-paced game.
It's like Reggie Miller's out there. That old NBA reference brought to you by Brian Smale.
Brian Smale and Coach Al.
In the corner, here's Ferguson, three-pointer. Oh, it's another Burford and Henry triple. And now we're going to get a foul here, the first. That's the Builder Supply foul, and it's going to be on Jordan Hesden. His first.
He got a little bit aggressive there, tried to reach in. I think he had good position, but he did reach across Dawson Smale's body, made contact.
The Clarion will inbound it to Lauer. Lauer into the corner. There's Dawson Smale. Oh.
And he answers the Jace Ferguson three with his own.
Another Burford and Henry three-pointer. Brian Burford getting his money's worth in this first quarter.
He absolutely is.
Tommy Smith to Klingensmith. Jumper on the way.
That was Painter, Chris.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
That was Painter. My bad.
That's all right.
Okay, the points to the wrong side too, Jeff. And now Simcoe thought he was fouled. No call. Here comes Jace Ferguson the other way. Oh, Ferguson, great move. Can't finish. And now we're going to get a foul, I do believe, on Tommy Smith.
It looked like it, Chris. You know, Jace was a little bit off balance with that shot. It was a nice drive in, but he got a little bit off balance. And I think he's needing a blow right now.
So let's see. We've got McKinley and
Owen Cribble coming in for Clarion.
And for CL, we've got Jack Craig and Jack Callan. No, Jack Craig and Ty Rankin.
Mason Burford's in the game, Chris. The freshman for Clarion, Mason Burford. Number 20.
So Mason Burford in for the Bobcats. And not
McKinley.
Not McKinley. Owen Cribble with it. Cribble gives it off to Dawson Smale. Back to Burford. Now they try to go inside to Simcoe, and the ball is going to be lost out of bounds. Those substitutions, just by the way, brought to you by Janney Montgomery Scott. You never have to substitute good quality financial advice. You go to Janney Montgomery Scott and Clarion.
I'm eager to see what CL does here. They have Jack Allen down low, and he'd be on Mason Burford or Gabe Simcoe. I'm eager to see if Coach Joe Ferguson goes to Jack down low.
Now walking here is Hesden. Hey, you want to travel, you can travel to Warren County. Coming up this weekend, Winterfest at Chapman State Park.
And that is a wonderful time, Chris. I told you that before. I've been there.
You can find out more at wcvb.net/events. That's the Warren County Visitors Bureau. There's Lauer. Lauer gives it off to Burford. Now Dawson Smale, three-pointer off the mark. He knew it right away, so he rushed for the rebound. wasn't quite able to get it, and then Simcoe loses it out of bounds. Didn't really lose it out of bounds, just it was out of bounds on him.
Jace Ferguson and Tommy Smith back in the game for CL.
As is Alex Painter. Jack Craig with it. Son of assistant coach Patrick Craig in his first year as the assistant for Joe Ferguson, former head coach at Red Bank Valley. Also 1,500 point scorer close to it at Garden City. Played a little bit at Clarion University.
I told you, Chris, it goes way back to my first stint with the Clarion Bobcats. I coached against him back in the 2000s, early 2000s.
So now CL's going to weave it here with 38 seconds left in the quarter. Home and Specialty Roofing first quarter. They lead by 5, and they're kind of being patient now. Clarion allowing them to do that in that zone. But now they've trapped Ferguson. He finds Craig, who collided with Smith, and that leads to a turnover.
And see, that's where you don't want to get that ball against the Clarion area 3-2 zone. You don't want to get the ball in the corner because it's going to trap you automatically. Jace Ferguson found himself trapped in that corner, had to throw it desperately. Tommy Smith and Painter went for the ball and ended up a turnover.
So they get Smale and Simcoe back in, Rankin back in for CL. Quickly up the court comes Brinkley, and then kicking that is Tommy Smith. With 11.5 to play here in the home and specialty really the first quarter.
Look for Devin Lau to try to get open into the corner toward where the CL cheerleaders are at right now.
Lauer's triggering it. Has to go all the way into the backcourt to Derek Smale. 10 seconds, down to 7. Lauer's got it with 6. Lauer's still dribbling with 4. He's in trouble, and that's going to lead to the end of the quarter with Clarion trailing Clarion Limestone 13-8. We'll return after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
With locations in Shippenville and Tonesta, Tonesta Builder Supply is a full-service home improvement center specializing in everything you need to build or remodel your home. From power tools and accessories to paint and sundries and general hardware merchandise, Tonesta Builders has everything you need to get your project done quickly. Find out more at tonestabuilders.us and like them on Facebook. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Find out more at hunterstation.com.
Back here for the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Beats up possession arrow in favor of Clarion.
And I'll tell you what, Chris, right now, CL, anytime that they screen, they're doubling the basketball as soon as the man is screened, and then they're scrambling to pick up whoever's open.
Smale gives it to Smale. That's Derek to Dawson, back to Derek. Little two-man game being played. Back to Dawson. Inside, now back out to Derek. It went to Simcoe. Now they're trying to give it back to Simcoe. And Derek throws it off the backboard. Here comes the Lions. Three-pointer by Smith. Airballed it. Rebound on the far end there by Cribble.
And a good decision here by Bryce Brinkley. Slow it down a little bit. Get set up.
Cribble gives it off to Dawson Smale. Dawson Smale, he wants a three. No good. Rebound is going to be by Hesden, and he's going to get fouled. It's going to be the first on the Bobcats.
That was on Dawson Smale. He followed his shot in and went for the rebound, but made too much contact as he was jumping for the ball.
Tonesta Builder Supply foul. TonestaBuilders.us. Stopped by, had a really nice conversation with Christian Schmader today over at Tonesta Builder Supply. There's a steal by Brinkley. Now Brinkley's going to push it himself, and then he has it knocked away, and it goes off of him out of bounds. It was like Brinkley wanted to run there, Jeff, and the rest of his team wasn't running with him.
They weren't running with him, and you know what's funny is Tommy Smith and Bryce Brinkley are cousins, and Tommy Smith is the one that tipped the ball, and it hit Bryce in the leg, and then went out of bounds.
Painter to Ferguson. Back to Painter, now to Klingensmith. Klingensmith to Painter, now to Ferguson. Ferguson three-pointer in the air. He's got himself a third Burford and Henry triple. He's got all 9 of them off of those Burford and Henry threes.
And that's exactly what CL has to do to penetrate that zone. They've got to get it to the high post.
Now they're going to get Ferguson with the reach in there. Tried to take it away from Dawson Smale. He's going to get called for the foul.
They did. That was a good job by Dawson. Dawson kind of moved the ball a little bit right into Jace's hand, and actually he created the contact.
With the basketball, Derek Smith. Great play by Tommy Smith to break up the pass intended for Simka. Now Smith comes, gives it off to Klingensmith. Klingensmith jumper, no good. And then that rebound, oh, they're going to say it went off of CL. It looked like Brinkley and knocked it out of bounds.
Yeah, well, there was a fight for the ball, and I wasn't, quite sure. Clarion is actually a recipient of that one.
But there's a throwaway, steal by Smith, and then all kinds of contact. And it's going to go off of Devin Lauer out of bounds.
And that's what I like. The one referee that was down low on the baseline, he didn't have a clear view, so he went to Bud Bufano, who was on the outside, and he said, it is still CL's ball.
Timeout. Clarion, 30-second. We'll take it.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest in the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
Out of this Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout, 30-second timeout called by Scott Fox, head coach of the Clarion Limestone Lions. Joe Ferguson, the longtime boss at CL. Ferguson, another three-pointer on the way, no good. Oh, great offensive rebound by Klingensmith. He can't get it, and then Smith with the board, and he's going to go up to shoot, and he's going to get fouled, and he, I believe, is going to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
And he is, Chris. That was just what we talked about earlier. That was intensity. That was relentless pursuit of the basketball right there by Tommy Smith.
First shot from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line drops off, no good. Tenesta Builders, your full-service home improvement center since 1958. Check them out online at tenestabuilders.us. Second one coming up for Tommy Smith. This one also rolls off, and then the ball is on the ground. And
I think they're going to get Jace Ferguson with his second foul, Chris.
It is. That's 2 on Ferguson. Now, what does Joe Ferguson do? He's going to replace Jace with Tommy Smith. If I'm remembering you telling me right, that would be his great nephew?
Yes, great nephew.
Joe's nephew, Mike, is Jace's dad. Here's Lauer quickly, and then
what happened there?
I don't know. He floated it, but the ball decided it didn't want to come down. It went up and over the
okay, because I was
backboard.
wondering. I was looking in the screen here, Chris, and I couldn't see it.
It went up, and it like hit the top of the backboard, Jess, and then went over it.
And see, there again, I don't know that that's the possession that Coach Scott Fox wanted to come out of that timeout.
Now, first ball is stolen by Lauer. Lauer to Smale. Smale, turnaround, reverse layup, good.
Excellent job. That was a nice dish right there to Dawson Smale.
Good Daddy's dish. You'll never have to worry about what you're dishing out for dinner when you go to Daddy's in Clarion. They just introduced a whole new set of wing flavors today, Jess. Get on over tomorrow to check them out. Three-pointer by Klingensmith, no good. Rebounded by Derek Smale.
And that was very short. I don't know if Bryce Brinkley got a piece of that. And then he tried to get the ball up quickly to Gabe Simcoe. I like the look. The pass was just a little bit too far for Gabe to reach.
Burford and Cribble back in for the Bobcats. Burford really getting a lot of extra playing time here as the season's gone on. Scott Fox must really like what he sees from that young man. And now we're going to get a timeout called by Clarion Limestone. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Back here after that Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. Your plumbing, heating, or air conditioning takes time out. Luton's will get you moving again, just down from the stadium on the River Hill in Clarion. Luton'sPlumbing.com.
See, right now, Chris, there's nobody at the high post for CL. There needs to be somebody at that high post to draw the top, which is Bryce Brinkley, down into the paint, which will open up your outside shots.
Inside to Hesden. Hesden looking around. Hesden still trouble. Gets it to Smith. And Tommy Smith puts it up and in. That's a daddy's dish for Jordan Hesden.
Dawson Smith with the ball for Clarion right now with Jack Craig all over him.
Gives it off to Brinkley, who finds a gap, and then it's blocked there by Jack Callan. Rebounded, though, by Simcoe, and he puts it up and in.
I think those are his first points of the game, and they really got to get him active on their offense, Chris. He's kind of, they've gone away from him, in this game right now. They haven't gone to him yet, and he needs to get his hands on the basketball.
I swear to you, Jess, that Jack Callan is growing like 2 inches since we saw him at the beginning of January.
I think he has. Look how tall he is. Taking after his father, huh?
And brothers. There's Jack Craig. Over to Klingon Smith. Klingon Smith trap, gives it off to Jack Craig. Now to Hesden. Hesden into the corner to Klingon Smith. Tries to go inside the town. That ball is kicked. We're going to get another Jenny Montgomery Scott substitution here for Clarion as Derek Smale and Devin Lauer back in. Dawson Smale and Gabe Simcoe take a seat. So on your Delta Contractors lineups, it's Hesden, Tommy Smith, Callan, Craig, and Klingon Smith. Klingon Smith's three goes through everything, but Tommy Smith is there with the rebound. Can't put it back, but he will go to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair. It'll be free throws 3 and 4 coming up for Tommy Smith. For Clarion on the Delta Contractors lineup right now, they've got Burford, Derek Smale, Cribble, Lauer, and Brinkley, but they're about to check in
Nathan Frederick in for Owen Cribble.
Nathan Frederick for the first time.
So right now on the floor, Clarion has 2 freshmen, a sophomore, and 2 juniors.
As Smith will get a second one from the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line. This time, he rattles it home. So after missing his first 3, he calmly sinks that one to make it a 19-12 Lions lead. Here's Derek Smale all the way through. No good. Rebounded by Ty Rankin. Rankin gives it off to Klingon Smith. Klingon Smith's going to kiss it off the glass.
And that's what CL wants to do. They want to run. They want to run. They want to run. Clarion's got to stop that transition offense from CL.
Brinkley with the basketball for Clarion. Brinkley almost loses his dribble, picks it up, finds Lauer. CL's done a good job of shutting down Devin Lauer so far in this first half. Here's Burford with the jumper, no good. Rebounded by Hesden. He wants to run. It touched off of Smith to Rankin to Klingon Smith, no good. Rebounded by Burford, and then he's going to get fouled.
By Jack Callan, I believe, on the reach.
Team foul number 5, I do believe, on Clarion Limestone. And it is on Jack Callan, his first.
And that's what you're seeing from Coach Scott Fox in his confidence in Mason Burford, a young player, freshman, coming in. He's long, Chris. He's tall, but he is also very, very agile. He can handle the ball. He can shoot. He can do a lot of things for you. And he's getting a lot more time as this season goes on.
Now, Derek Smell off the court is Simcoe back into the game. Here's Simcoe just beyond the foul line. He hits the jumper.
And that's what Clarion has to do. They have to get Gabe Simcoe touches. It'll open up your outside game when CO has to come in and stop him.
Hesden with the basketball. Nice pass. Tommy Smith can't finish, but he can get his rebound, and he can put it back up and in. Tommy Smith has been all over the offensive glass in this one. Dennis Rodman.
Dennis Rodman.
I think that's a foul.
I think that was one of the hardest fouls. That looked like a Rodman foul, didn't it?
It
From
did.
the Piston days.
It did. That'll send Simcoe to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
The
That
Detroit
foul-
Bad Boys, right?
That foul's on Tommy Smith. That's 2 on Tommy.
So that's 2 on Tommy and 2 on Ferguson.
Question is, can today's NBA players even handle the physicality
No.
of that era?
No, that's a flat out absolute no. They really couldn't. I mean, a few could. They're big and strong enough, but not the way that those guys
But even
played.
then, after watching LeBron's reaction over the weekend, I mean, come on. Tommy Smith has that one blocked. And then we get a rebound there by Frederick. He's going to be fouled.
Is that Tommy Smith? Is that his third?
It is his third, and it wasn't a smart one there.
Not at all. That was just a frustration foul, I think, from Tommy Smith. He went in, got his ball blocked, and then he went after it aggressively and picked up his third foul back-to-back within, 30 seconds maybe.
So that'll send Nathan Frederick to Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a 1-and-1. TenestaBuilders.us. Shot is up. Shot's a little short. Rebounded by Rankin, who's now going to have to take over some of that rebounding duty. Ball is tipped, but now it's off the backboard, and it's out of bounds. You starting to feel just like both teams are forcing it a little bit.
They really are. I was just going to say that, Chris. I was just going to say Coach Ferguson wants CL to slow down. They have an 8-point lead. They don't need to come down and score. Clarion sits in the 3-2 zone.
And now Scott Fox is going to take a timeout. We'll take it with him. You're listening and watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 sports.com.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
So that was Clarion's timeout, right?
It was Clarion's timeout, yes.
So they've used both of their 30s in this one. CL's used 130.
And what I was saying before we went, Chris, to the timeout, that CL can be patient. Clarion's sitting in that.
Oh, Brinkley is blocked by Callan.
Wow. Boy, he got up for that one, didn't he? I was going to say CL can sit because Clarion's sitting in a 3-2 zone and they can be patient. On the other hand, Clarion needs to work the ball inside to Gabe Simcoe, and then it'll open up your outside shots.
Brinkley thought about the three, didn't take it, gives it back to Dawson Smale. Dawson to Lauer. Lauer picked up quickly by Jack Craig, gets it back to Dawson Smale. Dawson Smale to Lauer with 44 to play here in the Hunter Station Golf Club second quarter. Brinkley with it. Brinkley back to Lauer. Lauer inside to Brinkley. Brinkley kisses it off the glass.
That was a very nice shot by Bryce Brinkley.
It's now a big defensive possession for Clarion as they've gotten back within 6 with 25 seconds to go in the half. CL looks like it wants to hold for the last shot. Last time they did this last quarter, they turned the ball over.
Yeah, it didn't end well. And I was thinking maybe the Coach Ferguson would go offense-defense here, maybe put Jason and see if he can get a three-pointer out of him.
Here's Ferguson, Hesden. Hesden Turnaround. Oh, friendly rill. And right before the horn, Jordan Hesden's first basket of the game gives Clarion Limestone a 25-17 halftime lead. We'll be back after these messages. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Hi, Chris Rossetti here from D9 and 10 Sports.com. I wanted to take a second to tell you about one of the best restaurants in all of Western Pennsylvania, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg, PA. With indoor and outdoor dining, you can enjoy prime rib all weekend long, or perhaps it is their full wings served on Thursday wing nights that you're after. From celebrating a special occasion to hanging out with family and friends, the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg is the place to be. As they like to say, you come for the food and you stay for the view. Reserve your table today at AlleghenyGrill.com.
Need plumbing, heating, or air conditioning services in Western PA? Then call Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning in Clarion today at 814-226-8695. At Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning, we believe that a service-oriented business like ours should give you quality care and a quick response time. That's why we stand on our promise, offering you reliable 24-hour service that gets your job done right when you need it. We can also be found on the web at lutonsplumbing.com. Again, that number is 814-226-8695.
Fran Morelli Sales and Service is a family-owned and operated used car dealership and auto repair facility that has been serving Brockway, Pennsylvania since 1976. At Fran Morelli Sales and Service, we stock a wide variety of used cars, trucks, vans, and SUVs. You never have to worry about buying a vehicle from us, with each of our vehicles in our inventory going through a rigorous inspection process to make sure that your vehicle is in the best condition. Call our team of experts today at 814-265-1330 and check us out at franmorelli.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Are you hungry? Of course you're hungry. And Daddy's on Main Street in Clarion is ready to tackle that hunger for you. Serving amazing food since 2008, Daddy's has been Clarion's go-to stop whenever hunger strikes. Whether it's a good old-fashioned hot dog or hamburger, a salad, or something from their rotating chef's menu. Yes, I said rotating chef's menu. Daddy has you covered. You can order ahead by calling 814-223-4687 or come on in and dine in. Have a big event you are catering? Daddy's can do that too. Like Daddy's on Facebook at Daddy's Clarion and stop in today. You won't be disappointed.
Back here at Clarion Limestone High School, it's at the half. It's Clarion Limestone by 8 over rival Clarion. And it's time for the Potter County Family Campground halftime show. At the Potter County Family Campground, your outdoor adventure starts here with family and friends. They can accommodate your camping needs, whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins. The Potter County Camping Ground has a camping experience for you. Open year-round and located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check out the Potter County Family Campground at PotterCountyCamping.com. It's time for our rehab center statistics. 8 locations to serve you, including in Clarion, Brookville, and Katanning. Check them out online at therehabcenter.com. That's the old English spelling of center, re.com. And looking first at the home team, the Clarion Limestone Lions. They're led by 9 points from Jace Ferguson on 3 Burford and Henry three-pointers. Jordan Hesden has 2. Alex Painter has 2. Riley Klingensmith checks in with 7. Checking in with 5 is Tommy Smith. For Clarion, Devin Lauer has 3. Dawson Smale has 5. Bryce Brinkley with 2. Gabe Simcoe with 5. And Derek Smale with 2. Looking at foul trouble, mainly on the CL side, Tommy Smith has 3. Jace Ferguson has 2. Nobody has more than 1 foul for the Bobcats. We'll be back with Jess's breakdown of the second half after these messages. You are watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network, D9 and 10 Sports.com.
Buying, selling, or building a home? Then call Burford and Henry Real Estate today at 814-227-7355. For more than 15 years, Burford and Henry Real Estate Realtors have been ready to help you in your next property search. They are also the #1 agency selling more homes in the region than anyone else. And with their Showcase Homes divisions, their expert consultants can help you with building the home of your dreams. Check out Burford and Henry online at burfordandhenry.com. Burford and Henry Real Estate Services, something different. Friends of Clarion area boys basketball want to wish the Bobcats good luck in today's game. We know the hard work and dedication you have put into making yourselves the best basketball players around, and know that we are here to support you. Go Cats!
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Back here during halftime Potter County Campground halftime show. Time now for the coach's chalkboard, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. All American Awards and Engraving will put almost anything on almost everything. AllAmericanHQ.com. And that means it's time for Jess Quinn to break down his halftime adjustments.
I tell you what, halftime adjustments for Clarion is they look a little bit frazzled. They come down, they try to, it looks like they're trying to force things rather than to come down and run their offense. For CL, excuse me, Chris, but it's going to be a big question with Jace Ferguson and Tommy Smith, two of their most active defenders in what I would consider foul trouble, especially Tommy Smith picking up that third right before going into halftime. It's going to limit their ability to be that aggressive on defense. So will Clarion then be able to take advantage of that lack of aggression from Jace Ferguson, from Tommy Smith? And the rest, Riley Klingensmith, is he going to, set up and really get hot in the second half? Devin Lauer, same thing. We talked about it in the first half, Chris, where Devin Lauer has really been kept in check. Clarion's got to do a little bit better job of getting him open, letting him take some shots, doing what he does naturally on the floor, but also get Gabe Simcoe involved. He's got, I don't know, a few points maybe, but they have to really go to him. I think the one was off a rebound, but they've got to look for him to open up the paint area, put a lot of pressure on CL in that paint, get Jack Allen maybe into that foul trouble, Chris, and then it would open up your outside shots.
That is the halftime chalk coach's chalkboard, brought to you by All American Awards and Engraving. When we return, it'll be time for the second half.
Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com. Golfing at one of the prettiest golf courses around is what you get when you play around at Hunter Station Golf Club just outside of Tonesta. Located in the Allegheny Mountains with a spectacular view of the Allegheny River, Hunter Station offers something for everyone. The rolling hills of the front nine, coupled with a back nine situated along the banks of the Allegheny River, create some of the best views in all of northwestern PA. And when you're done with your round, enjoy a delicious meal or a cold drink in our restaurant and bar. Looking for a place to stay? Hunter Station has you covered there too with play and stay packages. Are you looking for a great place to relax and enjoy the fresh mountain air of the Susquehannock State Forest and the Allegheny Mountains? Then the Potter County Campground is the place for you. Your outdoor adventure starts at the Potter County Campground with family and friends. The Potter County Campground can accommodate all your camping needs. Whether you camp in a tent, RV, or one of their camping cabins, they have a camping experience for you. Open year-round, the 44-acre Potter County Campground is located in the heart of Potter County, God's country. Check them out online at pottercountycamping.com.
time for the Friends of Clarion Area Boys Basketball third quarter. Friends of Clarion Area Boys Basketball want to wish the Bobcats good luck tonight. We know how hard you work to be the best that you can. Go Bobcats!
I'm telling you, Chris, I'm thinking right now, I'm looking out there. Tommy Smith is starting in this third quarter with 3 fouls. That's going to be huge, huge. So is Jace. Jace Ferguson starting with 2 fouls in this second half.
On the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it's Clarion Limestone Basketball. Nobody out Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com. Pizza Hut in Clarion. Ferguson with the basketball, hands it off to Tommy Smith. Tommy Smith goes over to Alex Painter, now to Jordan Hesden. There's Smith. Smith gives it. Now it's into the hands of Ferguson. Painter with it. Painter back to Ferguson. Now to Tommy Smith. Tommy Smith turns and gives it to Painter. And now we're going to get a foul here on Clarion. Or no, we're going to get a turnover.
Yeah, he said he palmed the ball.
So let's take a look at our Delta Contracting lineup. It is Lauer, Brinkley, Dawson Smale, Derek Smale, and Gabe Simcoe for Clarion. Painter, Hesden, Ferguson, Klingensmith, and Tommy Smith for CLDelconDesign.com. As we now get a foul. Who is this on? Oh, that's going to be on Hesden. That's going to be his second now. And so CL is getting into deep foul trouble here.
They really are, Chris, and I'm surprised that Coach Ferguson really didn't bring them out and spread Clarion out, on defense. CL on offense, just spreading the ball around. Right now, CL's playing into Clarion's hands right now.
Smale, three-pointer. That's a Burford and Henry three for Dawson Smale, his second, and it gets the Bobcats back within 5.
And I'm not saying you come out and stall. That's not what I'm saying, but I'd spread them out.
Smith to Painter. Alex Painter looking around. Gives it off. Now it's into the hands of Ferguson. Jace Ferguson. And then it's stolen by Brinkley. Brinkley the other way. Oh, and that's going to be a foul on Hesden from behind. That's going to be his third. And it's going to send Bryce Brinkley to the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line to shoot a pair.
So right now on the floor, Hesden's got 3, Thomas Smith has 3, and Jace Ferguson has 2. This is not where CL wants to be.
And you applaud him for his aggressiveness, but also at the same time with 2 fouls.
Yeah, with 2 fouls, you can't make that foul.
Brinkley, though, misses the foul shot from the Tenesta Builder Supply free throw line. He'll get a second one. This one is up. This one is good. Back to a 4-point game.
And Coach Ferguson elects to keep those boys on with 3 fouls.
A lot of trust in experienced players, even though Jace Ferguson is only a sophomore. He's got a lot of experience. Painter to Tommy Smith to Jace Ferguson. Jace looks things over.
See, right now, Chris, there's nobody at high post. Hesden's about halfway down, but he needs to be up at the high post.
Tommy Smith with the basketball. Now to Klingensmith, back to Smith. Now around to Painter. Here's Klingensmith. Gets himself trapped along the baseline. Is able to get it to Painter. And now Painter's going to get fouled by Dawson Smale. That's going to be the second, I do believe, on Dawson.
There, CL needs to look for that high post, get that entry pass to the high post. Then you have to collapse down, and it opens up your wings. The elbow extended shot, that's what they did in the first half, where Ferguson had 9 points.
Jace Ferguson gives it off to Tommy Smith. Now to Painter. With it is Hesden. CL more than happy to take some time off the clock and the foul trouble that they're in.
Absolutely. This is what I thought they would do coming out right off the bat in the third quarter, Chris.
You need to be a little bit more aggressive in this zone if you're Clarion right now.
I think you do.
Well, and they just got the turnover. Here's Dawson Smale. Dawson gives it off to Brinkley, then Brinkley to Lauer, and then it's knocked away by Painter out of bounds. Just Clarion, again, didn't seem comfortable on the break there, Jess.
No, they really don't. They haven't run the break well at all tonight, Chris. So I say back out, slow it down, get a good shot. Dawson Smale already has a 3 in the second half.
Here's Derek. Derek to Simcoe. Simcoe, we're going to get a held ball, and on the Pizza Hut possession arrow, it is Clarion area basketball. Nobody out Pizza Hut. PizzaHut.com.
Let's see if they inbound it. Try to look inside to Gabe. Gabe Simcoe.
Simcoe playing just kind of off of the inside, maybe about 12 feet from the basket on the right side right now. Derek Smale with it, or Dawson, I'm sorry, he gives it to Derek. Derek gives it to Simcoe. Simcoe back to Lauer. Lauer from just beyond the free throw line, no good. Rebounded by Brinkley, though. He gets it to Dawson Smale. Three-pointer in the air. Oh, Dawson Smale. Another Burford and Henry 3, and it's a 1-point game.
And just like that, what we talked about in the first half, Bryce Brinkley doing what he needs to do. Comes out of nowhere with that rebound, gets it to Dawson Smale. Dawson nails a 3.
Now we got a stoppage of play, and it's
30-second timeout by Coach Ferguson.
We'll take it with them. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Clarion Limestone High School, 1-point game. Midway through this Friends of Clarion area boys basketball third quarter. Bobcats trailed by 8 at the half.
And they have cut it to a 1-point lead here early.
They have not given up a point halfway through quarter number 3. So CL still looking to break the scoreboard here in the second half.
See, what I don't like, though, is they just keep it on the perimeter, Chris. You've got to look to that high post. There's nobody in that high post area. That'll keep your top players down, and it'll open up your wing shots.
Ferguson into the corner to Klingensmith. Klingensmith, tough shot. Really an ill-advised shot.
Very ill-advised.
Are the Lions feeling some pressure right now with having not scored? Oh, Heston with their steal, and then he's going to get fouled by Dawson Smale, or Derek Smale, excuse me.
And that was just an ill-advised pass by Derek. He wasn't ready for CO to put that full court pressure on, and he gave up the ball.
So Heston will get 2 from the Tenessa Better Supply free throw line, trying to build a point here for CO in the second half, and he does. So now Jack Craig will check back in on a Janie Montgomery Scott substitution. Checking out is Alex Painter. 2-point lead, 26-24. Another one coming from the Tenessa Better Supply free throw line for Heston.
It looks like Jack Callan is going to come in for Jordy Heston.
So CL gets it back to a 3-point advantage. Brinkley gives it off to Dawson Smale. Dawson Smale brings it across the timeline.
He already has 2 threes, Chris.
3 in the game. He's got the hot hand. Brinkley, triple, good. We're tied at 27 on the Bryce Brinkley, Burford and Henry 3-pointer.
I tell you what, that was great work inside out. Clarion is taking kind of a page out of CL's offensive playbook in the beginning of the game, where they're getting it to the paint and then kicking it to the outside for the outside shot.
Tied at 27. Just under 3 to play here in the Friends of Clarion area boys basketball third quarter.
Devin Lauer, Chris, has been close to a few steals here. I bet he goes for one soon. He's been very, very close when it goes into the corner and comes back out.
Jack Craig with the basketball, hands it back to Jace Ferguson. Klingensmith, Smith, and Callan also on the floor for the Lions. That's your Delta Contractor lineup. And now we're going to get another one on Derek Smale. And all of a sudden, Derek Smale's got 3.
And it looks like Coach Fox is bringing in Mason Burford to replace Smale.
So they lose some girth with that exchange.
They lose some girth, Chris, but they gain a lot
of
athleticism.
Jack Callan off the pass. from Ferguson. He can't finish it. It goes out of bounds off of CL.
And that's 2 big points that they needed right there, Chris.
Still looking for their first basket of the second half for the Lions. Here's Lauer with it. Lauer hands it off to Brinkley. Brinkley drives baseline and then has it knocked away. Jack Craig comes up with the basketball. Big turnover there. Here comes Ferguson the other way for the Lions. Gets it to Callan. Callan tries to go inside to Smith. It's knocked away by Simcoe. Dawson Smale has it. He'll hand it off to Bryce Brinkley.
And when did CL have the most success in the game, Chris? When they pushed the pace.
Burford gives it to Dawson Smale. Dawson looks things over.
Momentum has definitely shifted into the Clarion Bobcats side, Chris.
Dawson Smale, three-pointer on the way, in, out, no good. Rebounded by Simcoe, and then it's knocked away off of him. So now Rankin and Painter will re-enter for Clarion Limestone. Lions, minute 28 on a running third quarter clock, still have not scored a field goal in just 2 points here in this second half. Yet the game is tied. I guess that's the good news if you're a Lion. And there's a turnover. And now Smale to a slam! Jam! Bring it on down the house is Devin Lauer.
To take the lead, the first lead here, Chris.
And now we've got another tie-up. In this time, the possession arrow, the pizza possession arrow goes to CL. Did you know that Derek Lauer had those kind of hops just quick?
Actually, I did. I know he's done that a couple times this season already, and he's worked on it. He's really, really worked hard over the offseason to get that strength in his legs, Chris.
He made that look easy.
You know what you said the last time we played? He looks very unassuming. He is very unassuming, Chris, but not on that one he wasn't. See, look at the middle of the court, Chris. It's wide open.
Another turnover. By slam a Lauer with it. Lauer hands it off to Brinkley.
I'm still processing that one, Chris. That was pretty good.
Oh, nice pass by Smaleman. Oh, they're going to get a foul, and I'm not sure about that one, Jess.
Well, I tell you what, the only thing that they can call is on the body, not on the arm. And that's what referee Bumkratz is saying. It was all ball when he blocked, but when he blocked, he came down and hit him with the body.
So that's going to be the second on Jack Cowan. It's going to send Gabe Simcoe to the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line. Gabe hits the first, and it is now a 13-2 run here in the second half for Clarion. They've got a
4-point lead right now. Gabe Simcoe hits them both. And right now, Clarion is feeling it. The full court pressure on CL.
Jess, I think they have one too many points up on the board for Clarion Limestone.
For CL?
For Clarion.
For Clarion?
Yeah.
I'm sure that they'll get it straightened out here if it's not correct.
I'm only coming up with 31. We're going to go with 32 on the board right now, but if we get a foul here with 9.4. But Jess, we had 3-pointers from Smale and 2 from Smale, 1 from Brinkley. That's 9.
Correct.
Brinkley with a free throw, that's 10. Simcoe with 2 free throws, that's 12. And a 2-pointer by Lauer is 14. They had 17 at the half. That's only 31.
That is only 31.
Here's a 3 by Hesden. It'll dump in. The first basket of the second half for the Lions makes it, we think, a 2-point game, but really somebody needs to check that book because there's a problem.
Look, right now, look, they're looking at it right now, Chris. Look at the score table. They're looking at it right now.
While they do that, we are going to step aside. We've got some sponsors to thank.
Buying, selling, or building a home? Then call Burford and Henry Real Estate today at 814-227-7355. For more than 15 years, Burford and Henry Real Estate Realtors have been ready to help you in your next property search. They are also the #1 agency selling more homes in the region than anyone else. And with their Showcase Homes divisions, their expert consultants can help you with building the home of your dreams. Check out Burford and Henry online at burfordandhenry.com. Burford and Henry Real Estate Services, something different.
For resident. So, Jess, right now the scoreboard says 32-31. We believe it should say 31-30.
They're still over there talking at the score table. I'm not sure if they're trying to correct that or not. It is a 1-point lead. Oh, wait, now they're trying to correct it, Chris.
There we go.
Here we go.
Yeah, there we go. 32-31. That's what I believe the score was. We had the score right. On the Pizza Hut possession arrow, will be Clarion basketball. They should just come up and ask us, Jess.
They should have. Why not? Look up here, get the numbers from you, Chris, and we're all good.
We had that. Here's Simcoe. Simcoe, turn around, no good. Gets his own rebound. Oh, come on. You are not going to call that. You can't call that.
Are they calling that on Gabe?
Oh, my goodness. You can't call that late, Kevin Dover's play. You just can't call it that late.
Oh,
my goodness.
I tell you what, you're looking at something that's a little bit different than what we see it, Chris, but it was a little bit late. It was a little bit late. Okay, but you're right. I don't. He got his own rebound. I really didn't see the contact, Chris.
Inside, here's CL. Tommy Smith can't get it to go. Okay, you're going to call that, and then you're not going to call anything there.
That could have been Tommy Smith's fourth.
Would have been a well-officiated game. It's kind of gone off the rails here in the first 30 seconds of the fourth quarter for some reason.
Yeah, it has been a very, very well-officiated game.
Oh, well.
That
just like the scoreboard, they're just human.
Absolutely. Like we always say, Chris, they have a little bit different angle than what we do. They're a little closer to the action.
I'm going to guess head coach Just Smith. And now we're going to get a walk. You too can travel to Warren County Visitors Bureau, WCVB.net.
Well, I know Jace was looking there. He wasn't sure. He thought he just, kind of a jump stop. But referee Bufano caught him for the travel.
Three-pointer by Cribble. Airballed it. Here comes Ferguson for CL. Jace Ferguson with it into the corner. Three-pointer in the air by Klingensmith. No good. Rebounded by Alex Painter. And then tying him up is Cribble on the Pizza Hut possession arrow. It will be Clarion Limestone basketball.
And this is something, Chris, in this game that Klingensmith has not caught on fire like he did in the first game.
And just like that, he misses another one. And now we're going to get a
foul on Painter, I believe.
That is going to be his first, team's fourth. Now Brinkley and Derek Smale back in. Cribble and Simcoe out on the Janie Montgomery Scott substitutions.
Clarion going to come down the floor here, run their offense, look for Gabe Simcoe inside.
And now Painter with the steal. He gives it to Klingensmith. He can't get the layup. Ferguson can't get it to go.
Well, I tell you what, there's a lot of people on both sides that are calling for a foul on
Alex Painter.
On Painter coming up, pressuring Lauer, but there was no foul called, Chris. Jace Ferguson to the line.
Misses it. He'll get a second one.
And Seattle has really come out cold the second half, Chris. I don't know what the talk was at halftime and anything, but they come out and they're not hitting the shots. I think most of their points, Chris, have come from the foul line.
Well, they've only scored 6 of them. A three-pointer by Jordan Hesden, and then 2 free throws by Hesden and 1 by Hesden just now. But anyway, you cut it. It's 31 all. And it's going to come down to this Jenny Montgomery Scott fourth quarter. Long three by Lauer. No good. Rebounded by Painter. And then knocked away by Burford, but it's going to go out of bounds to CL.
You know what I'm telling right now? If I'm Coach Fox, I'm telling Derek Smale when he's got Jordy Hesden on him, go right at him, Chris. Try to pick up that fourth foul on Jordan Hesden.
So Ferguson, Painter, Smith, Hesden, and Klingensmith on the Delta Contracting lineup for the Lions. And here's Tommy Smith. Can't get it to fall. Rebounded by Hesden. He'll get it. He'll have a chance at an old school three-point play.
And I tell you what, Coach Fox was hoping to get Gabe Simcoe in the game just before this because he needed some height, needed some help rebounding. It just didn't happen. Just, one foul too late.
That foul is on Brinkley. Lions back out in front by 2 with a chance to make it 3 at the Thunesta Bitter Supply free throw line is Jordy Hesden. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound. Gets the putback, but he can't get it to go, but he does get fouled. He will shoot 2 more from the Thunesta Bitter Supply free throw line.
And that was just all-out hustle. Boys tipping the ball, keeping it alive. Jordy Hesden coming up with it. Puts Gabe Simcoe in the air and then goes into him for the foul.
Can't get it to fall again.
They just can't get. What are they from the free throw line this half, Chris? It's
not as bad as it actually seems.
But they're leaving some points out there that they may end up regretting if this comes down to the wire.
He hits that one, and it goes to a 3-point lead, 34-31. Full court press, gives it to Lauer. Derek Smale gets it across the timeline and then has it taken away by Hesden. CL wants to run. Smith to Painter. Painter lays it up, no good. And now we're going to get another.
We're going to get a foul? No, Eddie's.
I think we're getting a Pizza Hut possession arrow.
Pizza Hut possession.
And it is Clarion basketball. Nobody out Pizza Hut, pizzahut.com.
Well, I tell you what, CL they can't get a basket to fall, Chris, in this second half. They've had some good looks. They've had some foul shots. They're just not getting it to fall.
And now there's a touch foul on Painter from behind. He's going to get called for this one.
Well, I tell you what, he probably should have gotten called on the last one. It did not happen, and the referee's doing a good job right now, not letting this get too physical, not letting this get out of hand.
It'll be the 5th foul on Clarion Limestone. Clarion's already committed 8, so the Lions are in the bonus. Brinkley with the basketball. Brinkley to Lauer. Lauer, lots of contact, doesn't go
Somebody
for it.
on the floor.
And there's Tommy Smith with it, by himself. Unselfish to Klingensmith.
And I tell you what, that was just outright hustle by Jordy Hesden to dive on the floor, tip it up to Smith, and then Smith to Klingensmith.
That's a daddy's dish for Tommy Smith. Here's Brinkley the other way. He gives it to Derek Smale. Clarion down 5 after they led by 3. And now here's a steal by Klingensmith. He goes ahead to Painter. It was a little strong. He does pick it up, and then it's knocked out of bounds by Lauer.
And see, this is where I think Coach Fox, I was just going to say, I think he needs a timeout. Settle his boys down on offense. It's a full timeout. Get them under control.
We'll take it with them. 5-point Lion lead, 4:26 to play.
For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
As you approach retirement, it is important to accumulate assets and build a financial plan that can sustain your lifestyle during your golden years. While calculating the cost of your changing income needs can be daunting, our Retirement Income Evaluator can help you develop a roadmap for the future. To learn more, stop by our office located at 162 South 2nd Avenue in Clarion. Give us a call at 814-223-9990 or visit JannyClarion.com. Janney Montgomery Scott, LLC, member NYSE, FINRA, and SIPC.
Out of the Luton's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout. Clarion Limestone basketball with a 5-point lead. They trailed 31-27. They're on a 9-0 run, I do believe.
And right here, this is smart. I'd spread them out. I'd stall. I'd make Clarion come out of their 3-2. Make them go man-to-man.
Lauer does pick up, and then he knocks it, and then it's thrown out of bounds.
Yeah, see, I don't know why they even pressure the ball. Why they even go near the basket? Just keep it out. Make Clarion come out of that 3-2. You're the one with a 5-point lead.
Lauer quickly across the timeline, gives it to Dawson. Derek Smale down to Dawson. Dawson drives. Dawson will get two. It won't go, but he will get two at the Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line.
And that's where Jack Callan has to drop from the high post down to cut off that baseline drive by Dawson Smale. He thought about it, but he was a step late. Made contact as Dawson was driving in for the bucket. It didn't fall, but he gets to go to the line for two.
First shot from Tennessee Builder Supply free throw line is good. He's got 12. Bobcats down 4. Halfway through this Montgomery shot, fourth quarter. That one's up and good, and it's back to a one-possession game.
And here comes the pressure from CL.
Heston will bring it across the line. Derek Smale picks him up, now gives it off to Jack Craig.
Okay, Clarion goes to a man-to-man.
Ferguson to Callan. Nope, he walked.
He
yes.
traveled.
Yep.
He traveled. That was a great pass and move, but he traveled. He took 2 steps.
So now Clarion with a chance to tie. And then Jack Callan, after turning it over, gets the turnover. Gives it. Here's a jumper by Ferguson. It's a 2. And it's a daddy's dish for Jack Craig.
And Scott Foss called a timeout. They were having trouble getting the ball in, and that's a smart timeout, though. He's got to call it. You don't want to lose possession there and end up going down by 7.
We're going to take it with them.
It's that time of year where the weather tests our sanity. But better days lie shortly ahead. Nature will welcome us back to enjoy its sweet chorus, and sparkling waters will engulf us to rejuvenate our souls. There will be countless adventures and awesome opportunities, and most importantly, quality time with those we love. We welcome you to enjoy some of life's great experiences in Warren County, where we have been enjoying the great outdoors since 1819. Warren County, Pennsylvania. Simple, pure, real.
Buying, selling, or building a home? Then call Burford & Henry Real Estate today at 814-227-7355. For more than 15 years, Burford & Henry Real Estate Realtors have been ready to help you in your next property search. They are also the #1 agency selling more homes in the region than anyone else. And with their Showcase Homes divisions, their expert consultants can help you with building the home of your dreams. Check out Burford & Henry online at burfordandhenry.com. Burford & Henry Real Estate Services. Something different.
Back here after the Clarion timeout, Luton's Plumbing, Heating, Air Conditioning timeout. Bobcats only have one of those left. Lauer almost lost it, got it back. Now picks it up, gives it to Brinkley. Brinkley searching, gives it to Dawson Smale. Dawson Smale tried to pass it to Simcoe. It was kicked, I do believe, by Tommy Smith.
And that was a good look by Dawson Smale. Just a great heads-up play by Tommy Smith, because if he doesn't get a foot on it, Chris, I think that's a bucket for Clarion.
So Lauer to trigger. Lauer stolen by Hesden. Or I'm sorry, by Ferguson. There's Ferguson all the way, lays it up and in. Back to a 7-point lead by CL. Simcoe the other way, jumper good.
And that's what they got to do. They got to get it to Gabe.
And now Jack Craig loses it. Lauer with it. Lauer tries to dunk it. It doesn't go. Gets the rebound. Oh, my goodness.
How did that happen, Chris? Did you see that? That was incredible. He's on his way down from getting fouled, and he flips it up and in.
He missed the slam, gets the basket, gets fouled, and has a chance at an old school 3-point play.
It couldn't have worked out any better for him on that. I think he worked it out, Chris. He wanted it to happen that way.
He hits it, and it's a 2-point game. There's not even a comparison there. That's just now a Lauer. It's just known as a Lauer. And Callan on the other end.
That's a Lauer. Anytime, if we ever see something like that, that's what we're calling it. We're calling it a Lauer.
On the other side, it's Simcoe lays it up and in.
Now we're in a track meet, Chris. It's up and down the floor. I can't even keep up with the camera.
42-40, 2-point game. CL just led by 7, it seems like 10 seconds ago.
And now all of a sudden, here they are.
Heston's fouled, and it's going to get 2.
Is that on Derek Smale again? Is that his 4th? It is.
4 on Derek Smale. Jordan Heston at Canasta Butter Supply free throw line, trying to build this into a 2-possession game. Makes the first.
And I'm telling you right now, if I'm looking at the bench, I'm doing exactly what Scott Fox is doing right now. I'm going for Mason Burford, younger, a little bit quicker, gets you a little bit more size as far as being height-wise, I'm talking.
Gets a second one here is Heston. Misses it, and Burford with the rebound.
Burford with the rebound. That's exactly why he got him in the game.
We'll give it to Brinkley. Brinkley to Lauer. Lauer to Smale. Smale thought about the 3, instead drive. And he'll be fouled on the floor, but this will be a 1-and-1 with 1:51 to play here in the game. We're at least in regulation.
And that's on Tommy Smith. That is his 4th.
So Dawson Smale to the line to shoot 1-and-1. Canasta Butter Supply free throw line. He is 2 for 2 in the game. Misses it strong. Rebound by Ferguson.
He had to chase that one down. Gabe Simcoe had a shot at that.
Ferguson thought about throwing it deep and then shook his head no. And now Joe Ferguson wants timeout with 1:42 to go. We'll take it with him. You're watching high school basketball on the YDL Sports Network.
Friends of Clarion area boys basketball want to wish the Bobcats good luck in today's game. We know the hard work and dedication you have put into making yourselves the best basketball players around, and know that we are here to support you. Go Cats! For residential and commercial construction services you can trust, call Delta Contracting and Design Incorporated in Strattonville today at 814-764-5506. Or if it's concrete and excavating work you need done, then call Ace Concrete and Excavating at 814-764-5551. More on both Delta Contracting and Design and Ace Concrete and Excavating can be found at delcondesign.com. That's DELCON design.com.
What's the recipe for surprising the kids, treating yourself, and ditching dish duty? You're looking at it. Order your Pizza Hut faves like original pan, original stuffed crust, and more at pizzahut.com. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Back here at Clarion Limestone. 43-40 Lions. 1:42 to play in regulation. Ferguson to trigger. After the Luton Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning timeout by CL. Jack Craig has the basketball. Jack Craig drives, gives it off to Callan. Now to Hesden. Hesden to Painter. Painter back to Craig. Craig gives it to Hesden with 1:19. Brinkley picks him up, and then Brinkley with a little of a touch foul there.
It was a little, the contact that we've seen earlier in the game, I think that is the right call. But now it puts Hesden at the line, and he's shooting 2 because they're in a double bonus.
2. He's missed 3 free throws, I do believe, this quarter, but that one is nothing but nets. 2-possession game, CL 44, Clarion 40.
And I'm telling you, Chris, if I'm Coach Ferguson, I keep the pressure on. If he makes this, I keep the pressure on. Stay up, stay up. And they are.
Lauer across the timeline for Clarion with 1:11 to play.
And I would do the same thing if I was Clarion. If they score here, you got to stay up.
Dawson, Smale, no good. Rebound ripped away by Jack Callan. He hands it off to Jace Ferguson. And now Clarion's going to have to foul. And Dawson Smale decided to hold hands with Jace Ferguson.
I was going to say they have to. I hope they don't call it intentional.
They don't. They're just
They
going to
don't.
say
Good.
it's two shots here for Jace
Good.
Ferguson.
Because I didn't see anything that was intentional or egregious there. Not at all.
He went for the ball. The ball wasn't in the hand he thought it was.
That's right. And I think that's where them, the two refs coming together, a lot of experience with those two fellas.
Jace Ferguson, nothing but nets. It's now a 6-point lead for the Lions. 46-40, trying to sweep the season series from their rival Bobcats. He'll get a second one. This one's also good.
And Coach Ferguson decides to stay up. He's putting pressure on him.
Lauer quickly. Clarion's got to go fast now, down 7. Brinkley along the baseline. Brinkley too strong. Simcoe the rebound. Simcoe the putback.
Well, they got to stay up.
And they're going to get a foul there on Dawson Smale, and that's going to be his 4th with 38.1 to play. And that'll send Hesden back to the line.
I'm looking at the pace right now. I think Clarion needs to pick it up when they get on the offensive end. Gabe Simcoe got the rebound and a putback, but I think they need to set a couple screens try to get Lauer open, maybe hit a 3, and then stay up and pressure CO when they inbound the ball.
Hesden goes 1 of 2, but the rebound by Tommy Smith. Can't get it to go. Ball's on the ground. Who's got it? Gabe Simcoe does.
They got to go fast.
Turnover by the Bobcats. Here's a layup by Tommy Smith. Second chance, this one will go. That'll probably do it. 50-42 with 11 seconds. Lauer, desperation 3. No good. Rebounded by Brinkley. He'll take the 2. No good. Block shot from behind by Tommy Smith, and with 2.2 to go, it'll be Clarion basketball, but CL is going to hold on for victory here. As that'll do it. Final score, Clarion Limestone 50, Clarion 42. Folks, there's going to be a special ring presentation for the Clarion, Central Clarion football team's District 9 2A title. We'll hold it here for that. We'll also try to get you a player of the game. We'll try to get you your Allegheny player of the game interview as well. We're going to send Jess down real quick here as that happens. Not exactly sure the timing on everything here. Let's see if I can get you some quick point totals while we're sitting here in the Potter County Family Campground post-game show. It is, let's see, Jace Ferguson, 3-6-9, 10, 12, 14, 16 points. Jordy Hesden, 2, 4, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 points.
Hold up. Guys, go that way.
So we do have Jace Ferguson right now for our Allegheny Grillo Foxburg Player of the Game interview.
Right.
Jace, again, unofficially 16 points. Congratulations, Jace.
Thank you.
You guys had the 8-point lead at halftime. They come back. They go up, I believe it was 4 late in that third quarter. You guys never wavered. Talk a little bit about that. Talk about what you guys saw and why you were able to come back and kind of put aside that bad third quarter.
Well, we don't got very much height, but we're fast. So we know the third and fourth quarter, we got to run the teams off the court, and that's what we did.
Defensively, especially early on, you guys really got after it. Were able to kind of get into your style of play early on. Talk about how important it was to get that early lead.
That's very important. A lot of games we come out slow, get down like 6 or 8 points, but then we always come out on top.
You guys are now 16-1. That means that there's only 5 games left in the regular season. What have you guys been doing that have allowed you to get to this point?
We work hard. We work hard in practice, running sprints. It translates over to the game, and we just wear teams out.
talk about getting some really key minutes from guys like Jack Callan and Jack Craig, and how important that was tonight.
Yeah, that's huge. We got eight solid guys that can step in and they contribute. So when we're running hard like that, we need a blow. They can step in and contribute.
Well, Jace, I'm going to let you go because it looks like you're about to get your rings from football. Hey, stick around. I'm going to get you a T-shirt from the Allegheny Grill in Foxburg before you leave tonight. So make sure you see me before you leave.
Okay, thank you.
That is Jace Ferguson, our Allegheny Grill of Foxburg player of the game with, I do believe, 16 points. Again, he had 16. Hesden with 14 for Clarion Limestone. Dawson Smale, 3, 6, 9, 10, 12. 7 for Lauer, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 to lead the way for Gabe Simcoe for the Bobcats. Once again, final score was 50-42. Kind of like I said, we'd like to hold it here, folks, so that you can see the presentation of the
rings and jackets, I believe,
for the few members of the football team, the co-op between Clarion and Clarion Limestone, the Central Clarion Wildcats. See Central Clarion head coach Davey Eagleton down there with a microphone, so I would assume that that's going to get started here pretty quickly.
Yeah, I think they're trying to organize some of the players. I don't know how they're going to organize it. They're all down here underneath the basket over here.
They're going to do it for all the players, just the Clarion Limestone players. How's this going, Jess? Do you know?
I don't know. I think they're like, I see Clarion players down there. I think everybody on the team was invited to come out, was encouraged to come out for this presentation. Some of the North Clarion players too. I see Dawson Hotchkiss down there. I don't know if Owen Bauer was down there or not. From North Clarion. There are a few North Clarion players that
are part of that co-op.
Right.
All right, so here we're going to turn it over to the PA here system here. Hopefully you can hear it all right.
Wildcats with their jackets and rings tonight. So first off, congratulations to both teams. That was a fantastic basketball game to watch. So let's give them a hand. We're just going to call them up one by one and recognize them and give them their jackets and rings. And real quick, just to let you know, we had some great sponsors to help provide these gifts. I'm going to go down through them real quick. Bertram and Henry, Clarion River Brewing, Dave Eastat, Dave Gunner, David Kale, DMS Printing and Mailing, Fred L. Burns, ISO, Kivlon Group, Landers General Store, Larson's Garbage Service, Leaper Red and White, Pat Kale, Pogo, University Corner, and Zockel Motors all contributed to these gifts. So let's give them a hand. Good. First, number 26, Hunter Lechner. Number 80, Dawson Hotchkiss. Number 72, Holden Sparks. Number 36, John Burke. Number 7, Noah Nazer. Number 9, Connor Kopnitsky. Number 71, Colby Wright. Number 25, Chase Seals. Number 52, Coleman Slater. Number 10, Thomas Hugert. Number 21, Brady McKinley. Number 63, Jimmy Kerr. Number 66, Jacob Doherty. Number 27, Noah Preston. Number 30, Braylon Beckwith. Number 58, Owen Bauer. Number 55, Jake Smith. Number 28, Brady Quinn. Number 62, Ethan Wenner. sometimes Ethan Weiner, depending on where you're at in the conference. Number 8, Tommy Smith. Not, Number 85, Hayden Hyman. He's not up. Number 14, Briggs Beckwith. Number 54, Matt Alston. Number 2, Noah Harrison. Number 50, Tyler Clue. Number 64, Gavin Hanold. Number 78, Sebastian Burkhart. Number 83, Caleb Hunter. Number 22, Ashton Rex. Number 82, Thalen Allison. Number 5, Corbin Brown. Number 60, Jacob Nazer. Number 24, Dawson Smale. Number 75, Brendan Carrier. Number 8, Tommy Smith. Number 84, Brady Goof. Number 56, Gabe Anderson. Number 44, Parker, Grant Parker. Number 17, Ethan Burford. Mason Burford. Number 51, Josh Duncan. Number 20, Charlie Heffel. Number 40, Brendan Wright. Number 4, Jesse Sawicki. Number 66, Jacob Doherty. Number 1, Jace Ferguson. Number 81, Cohen Kemmer. Number 3, Cothan Smith. That's everybody? Oh, number 11, Ryan Hummel.
So the members of the Central Clarion County Wildcats, the co-op between Clarion Limestone, and North Clarion, getting their championship jackets from winning the District 9 2A title, the first official title in co-op history. Of course, Clarion and North Clarion won a couple as co-op, at least one as a co-op, maybe two. But I think this is the first one as the first one just as this co-op, and probably the first of many to come if history has anything to do with it.
Well, I tell you what, people have said it for years. Could you imagine the team that they could put together? And if you look at Chris, people asked me years ago, they said, Jess, what do you think of this co-op situation before it happened? And I said, if my sons have an opportunity to play football and it's for the blue and gold and they're under the CL moniker, I'm fine with it because it's their opportunity to play. People said, well, you're from there. And I said, well, if it's Clarion, well, you teach at Clarion. I said, you don't understand. It's an opportunity to play football with kids who have grown up playing sports together, baseball, everything. They've grown up together. It only made sense, especially, Chris, with the teams, dwindling in numbers, not even just to have an opportunity to play, but to be healthy. Okay, you don't have to have kids playing out of position. And I tell you what, talk with Coach Eggleton and the whole staff, Coach Lauder, Coach Knepp, everybody. It's a very, very bright future for the Central Clarion Wildcat football team.
Well, folks, final score here at Clarion Limestone. It was Clarion Limestone 50 and Clarion 42. We'll let you know what our remaining week schedule looks like a little later on this week. But until then, for Jess Quinn, this is Chris Rossetti saying good night